I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Joining us now is Brett Parker, and today's Ask the Expert is sponsored by Aquilant Advisors, and I'm joined by Brett Parker. He's a certified financial advisor with Aquilant. Thanks for being here with us today, Brett.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited that you're here, and something on many people's minds of a lot of employees is really making the most of that 401k plan. Tell us a little bit about how much we should actually be saving when it comes to our 401k.
That's a great question. I think that depends a lot on your age sometimes and how quickly you get started. I think as a general rule of thumb, if you're able to put about 10% of your gross income into these tax-deferred vehicles like 401ks or 403bs, 457s, then you should be able to kind of retire in, the lifestyle you're accustomed to. If you get a little bit of a late start, you might have to, put in a little bit more, but 10% is kind of a general rule of thumb.
10% is that good ballpark number right there.
And try not to count the company match as part of that. That's a lot of companies match in a 401k. That's great. That's extra money. But in general, try to get to your 10%. And then that way, when you leave an employer, if you go somewhere else that doesn't have a match, then you're kind of already used to get that number, and it sort of works out.
Absolutely. And people should absolutely be capitalizing on that company match, right?
Absolutely. So that's a bare minimum. If a company's going to match you a certain percent of what you put in, you need to at least take advantage of that. Get that money from the company, get that invested in your name, and put that towards your retirement.
Absolutely, get that extra money. And then you also mentioned, leaving an employer. What happens, or what should people be mindful of if they have to leave an employer for whatever reason when it comes to their 401k?
Well, a lot of people are going to leave their employment. They may change careers. They might do that 5 or 6 times throughout their working career. So what a lot of folks like to do is sort of maintain control of those assets. And so when you leave an employer, you're going to have a 401k or something left behind. You can then roll that into your own IRA. And by doing so, you maintain control of how that money is invested, where it's invested. You also have a little bit of control on the fees involved by choosing, how that money gets invested and that sort of thing. So typically, a person will have an IRA to roll that into, and as they leave employers throughout their career, they kind of have one IRA, they sort of dump everything. And then when they retire, then they've got one account as opposed to 6 or 7 accounts scattered around there.
Absolutely, so everything's in there. And you really use the million-dollar word, control. What are your options when it comes to a 401k plan?
When you want to roll it, you can really only roll it over into an IRA or a new 401k plan. If you start in a company that has a 401k, you can certainly roll it into that. But really, those are your 2 options. That's the only thing Congress lets you roll it into, because they haven't got their tax money yet, and so.
Absolutely. So those are your 2 options when it comes to that. And how should these funds be broken down inside of our 401k?
Well, that's a very customized answer for every individual. People think differently, people feel differently about money. A lot of it depends on your age. So if you're younger and you have a lot more time to work with, you can be a little bit more aggressive. As you get closer to retirement, you might want to scale that back a little bit and get more conservative. But one thing that we try to help people understand is that you can't go too conservative too early, because people are living longer. So a healthy couple at 62, a healthy couple retiring, one of those people has a good chance of being alive at age 90. So from a financial planning perspective, running to a very conservative or a fixed income type environment right out of the gate at retirement might not be the best
thing, right?
Exactly. So we try to manage that. But risk tolerance, everybody feels a little bit differently about it. The more time you have, obviously, the more risk you can take. So
absolutely. And you talked about this being something that's really customizable. Where should people turn to really learn about their options?
A financial advisor.
Like you all.
Well, we happen to be pretty good at what we do. We're a private firm. We're a registered investment advisor here in St. Louis. We act as a fiduciary, and that term gets thrown around quite a bit. Some people understand what that means. A fiduciary is one that is truly on your side. They have to act in your best interest at all times, and that's important. So I would recommend for anybody that's looking at their options to seek out a CFP. By law, we have to act as fiduciaries, and that's a big deal.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And Brett is here with us. He said make sure you get a certified financial planner. It's operating with fiduciary, and Aquilant Advisors offers both of those. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and give them a call at 314-309-2078 or visit them at aquilantadvisors.com. Brett, thanks again for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll have all this information on our website. It's